Vanilla Fudge legend Carmine Appice recalled the time he worked with former Kiss guitarist Vinnie Vincent in his band, Carmine and the Rockers, and commented on how the guitarist acted at the time. Carmine Appice is an American drummer who gained prominence through his associations with Vanilla Fudge and several other bands. Vinnie Vincent, a talented guitarist, was a member of Kiss from 1982 until 1984, performing on the band's 10th and 11th albums, Creatures of the Night and Lick It Up. He also contributed as a co-writer to Kiss's 1992 album Revenge. In 1978, before Vinnie Vincent joined Kiss, Carmine Appice recognized his talent and invited him to join his solo band, Carmine and the Rockers. They toured together for a year, sharing the stage with notable musicians such as Joe Perry, guitarist Eddie Spaghetti, and bassist Zero. During a recent interview with Let There Be Talk, Appice recalled Vincent's involvement in his band when the interviewer mentioned the Vinnie Vincent fiasco. Responding to the interviewer's question, Appice bluntly called the former Kiss guitarist an idiot.
We wrote these great songs and everything. We were ready to get a record deal. Then he acted like a total asshole and said, oh, well, I wrote this song, even though it's because of my connections and everything, we're getting the record deal. So we agreed we would split everything with everybody, make it even. So whoever writes a song doesn't run around in a Lamborghini and the other guy has a Volkswagen.
Right.
So he agreed to that. And then when it's time to do it, he backed out. So when he backed out, we said, well, fuck this. We blew the band out, So then I got a call from Paul Stanley and Gene and saying, we got this guy, Vinnie Casano, to join Kiss. What do you think? I said, dude, he's a great talent, great songwriter, decent singer, great guitar player, but he's trouble.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, it's up to you guys. I said, I can tell you he's trouble. They hired him, and what happened?
Yeah.
And then he disappeared.
Yep.
And then somehow the guy who was promoting that return, when you've seen that video, that big heavy guy, Derek called me and said, hey, we're going to do a gig with Vinnie Vincent, and it would be really cool. We know you're friends with him and you knew him and everything. And like my career went on to do fine things. I ended up not meeting him, but I wasn't holding any grudges or nothing. So he said, I would love for you to talk to him. Maybe you can do the gig with him. Something like that. I can't even remember what went on, because it was so fast and quick. I said, yeah, okay. So I called him. He answered the phone. We talked on the phone for 2 hours.
Wow.
And then he actually told me, he said, I never got to thank you for, I said, for what? He said, because when I was looking for a drummer for my Vinnie Vincent project, I borrowed one of your drum sets. Alan Miller, my old manager, me and my brother Vinny had this drum rental thing going. It was called the Appice Brothers Drum Rental. We rented drums out to studios. So he lent him a drum set so he could use to audition people or whatever he was using it for. He said, I used it for a long time and I never talked to you again, so I never got to thank you. So I said, no problem, man, So we started talking about, well, let's do this gig. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, who do you want to get on bass? He said, I don't know. I said, why don't we get Tony Franklin on bass because he's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's like me and him were in Blue Murder and this pro. He's a tremendous bass player, nice guy. He said, yeah, okay. So we listened to Blue Murder and then he said, yeah, let's get Tony. So we got Tony and then he had Robert Fleischman to do it and then Robert didn't want to do it. So I got this guy, Jim Crean, that sings with me and my brother in Drum Wars. I said, he could sing all that stuff. And honestly, I hated Vinnie Vincent Invasion music, not because of the music and what it was, because the mix on the album was so bad. The guitar was so loud, you couldn't hear anything else. It was ridiculous, The guitar was the loudest thing. The drums were buried, the bass was buried, the vocal was buried most of the time. And when a solo came, the guitar was so loud, there was no groove. It was just a bunch of like him trying to be Yngwie. When I know he plays better than that, Kiss, he was great because he played like Vinnie.
Yep.
And then when the Vinnie Vincent Invasion, he was trying to outdo Yngwie. Well, come on, Yngwie's tremendous.
Yeah.
You don't outdo Yngwie. And Yngwie played on my record, my Guitars, and he played tremendous on my record.
In June 2021, Vinnie Vincent discussed a possible reunion with Kiss during the band's farewell tour, stating that it could have happened.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, in a big way. And maybe not quite as, and not for my own little reasons of no. But yes, in a big way, of course, because we're just a natural team, So when you're natural, you want what feels natural to you, to be, if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend and they feel so great to you, and it's, you have such a great relationship in a certain way, and you don't want, what are you going to look for someone else? This person works for me, they know me, I know them, and, it's a great marriage, but maybe there's something there that doesn't work, So, it didn't happen, but it could have. And I mean, it really could have.
Thank you for tuning in, and please hit that like button, it's appreciated. Make sure that you subscribe for more rock-related content.